he's
E2,
curled up into a ball.
E2 and rook b1.
Judah, I think you spotted a direct win there. He's still going to find it though, Magnus Carlsen. He's got 3 pawns now, the B pawn running. Hikaru is about to resign. 3 pawns is too much.
Very relaxed, Magnus, just sitting there. What kind of h3 knight he had?
I mean, oh my God, what a game. What a turnaround. I mean, this just goes to show it's all about holding the nerves when the clock is ticking down on its final seconds. And here comes F3. Oof.
What's that?
Isn't F?
What's that? F2?
Do anything at this point. Pawns are rolling. Black is about to win. And Hikaru offers his hand.
What a painful loss for Nakamura. This is not the way Magnus wanted to win.
No. But there's such a genius plan, giving up his knight and just entering with the Black King. Just so resourceful to see that idea, that plan from moves ahead with no time on his clock. A few seconds for KOKESHI though. Can the birthday boy
2 seconds
hold
on
his
the clock.
nerves?
Oh,
and of course there's always a problem with blunders. There's always an opportunity to blunder. And look how active the pieces are. And right. Oh!
Feel the nerves. The pawns are pushing.
Oh.
Is Magnus going to turn this one around?
How much around?
Pawns have been stopped.
And Magnus with just 14
But there is
seconds.
such an easy to blunder some knight c6 check eventually. Ooh,
Wow, and
what a blunder.
Yeah, Magnus
Magnus
laughs.
is laughing.
Well, what can you do though when you make a mistake like that? Smile.
But I'm not sure it was winning at the end. I think if he doesn't blunder, pushes his pawn, I think that with the king defending the knight defending the pawn defending the other pawn, the black king is stuck there, and maybe it's positional.
Halo? Mówisz ty, Bosiu, 3 skrzynki lepiej odebrać? Otworzyć? No dobra. No dobra, no. Spoko. No to na razie. Jednak nie będę mieć czasu.
Vamos a ver. Fabián Caruana contra Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen, el campeón del mundo de rápidas y semirápidas, pero aún no es el campeón en clásico, porque el campeón del mundo en clásico es un señor que se llama Ding Liren. El chino Ding Liren es el campeón del mundo. Y Magnus, vamos a ver si se anima para jugar Candidatos 2024 y clasificarse para un match contra Ding. Pero no me lo creo, Magnus fue el campeón del mundo en clásico también antes, pero se cansó de preparar y dijo, bueno, ya les gané. A Nepomneshi le gané a Caruana, le gané a Kayakin, le gané a Bichito 2 veces. No me animo. Quizás contra Aliesa juegue un match, pero los demás me aburren mucho. Y por eso se retiró del campeonato mundial. Vamos a ver si vuelve alguna vez, pero no me lo creo mucho. Das war Holländisch, meine Damen und Herren. Hat Matteo die italienische Nachhilfe gegeben? Kann Matteo Italienisch? Ich glaube, Matteo ist schon sehr deutsch sozialisiert, oder? Wie gut ist Matteos Italienisch? Also die Frage, die eigentlich geklärt werden müsste, ist mein Spanisch besser als Matteos Italienisch? Können wir da irgendwie einen Sprachtest machen, dass ich Sachen nach Spanisch übersetzen muss, Matteo nach Italienisch? Ich sehe da eine potenzielle Competition. Mr. JP, vielen Dank für den Sub. 100% ein Spanisch. Ja, davon gehe ich halt auch aus. Deshalb will ich es ja machen.
Ok, ok, puoi farmi di nuovo un test?
Nuovo test. Questa qua?
6D.
D6, sempre prima la lettera.
Daisy. DC.
Vabbè, ma guarda, sì, DC, come?
Vabbè, ma qua siamo a livello, scusami, ma siamo a livello di una pianta, cioè.
Allora, Enkk, tu ti devi ricordare.
Wants to show it that he's back.
And he's
Wants
coming
to
in.
have rook b2.
Yeah, the black rook's coming in. The black queen is hitting some loose pawns. White's king is more vulnerable than its counterpart right now. Hikaru
E4?
needs to be clever here. Oh, he made that move with just a couple of seconds left.
Is it time to
3 seconds
bring
for
the
Fabi.
rook into the second row? What's happened?
I think we have a draw agreement. Wow, Fabiano with the advantage, but on the clock, really precarious stuff. And wow, that shows how much respect they have each other, but also it shows how much they both dislike their positions. Crazy stuff.
I think black won.
I think
wow,
Hikaru
it wasn't a draw.
lost.
Yes, because white and Nakamura lost on time.
Wow.
Wow.
Hikaru flagged. You'll see that once in a lifetime. Hikaru Nakamura losing on time. His position was difficult, but wow, Judith, a shock.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very interesting for me how the opening
Has stormed ahead into the lead, and they'll be wanting to catch up. Meanwhile, wow, Magnus isn't at the board, and the clocks have started. Hikaru playing his first move. Magnus, a bit of a gambit already, and it's not even move one.
But you can see that Nakamura is kind of shocked that he did not show up in time.
And so is Magnus. You know, he seems to indicate.
But he's not in a rush. Look at that.
But this is Magnus's power move, right? We've seen him do that before. You know, when he arrived 2.5 minutes late for that game in the Blitz. You know, he literally.
ADHD, dislessia, Francesco l'ultimo
Sì, ma abbiamo anche gli ACDC, cioè ci fosse un concerto degli ACDC in mezzo, capirebbe comunque di più.
Ok, che caldo che ho, oddio.
Francesco rovinoso. Francesco gli ha rovinato la vita a questa povera ragazza, ma ritornerà con gli scacchi. Questo?
Vai, questo è H5.
Bravissima, questa?
Questo è A6.
Questa?
Mi sembra una visita oculistica.
8 F8.
F8. Senti, fammi un favore.
Ele vai tentar uma mágica aqui, mas não tem mágica nenhuma, né? Deixa eu abandonar o Carlsen.
Vai coroar aqui.
Abandonou.
Nossa.
Começo frio, hein? Do Carlsen tá muito frio. Sem tempo, ficando perdido, assim, tá totalmente. E quase que ele perdeu as 3, né? Quase que ele perdeu as 3.
Primeiro ele sofreu também, né, com o Guiri. Ele empatou, mas quase perde também, então.
Huge blunder by KOKESHI previously, where he had knight versus 3 pawns, and he somehow failed to make a draw. But now I see that obviously he's focusing very much, and he doesn't want to let it happen again, something similar.
Yeah, and well, we can see Hikaru shaking his head, and he did let his clock go down to 7 seconds. But here comes the pawns, but it does look like KOKESHI has a very comfortable blockade on the dark squares.
We should mention some symmetry in the previous clash between Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen. It was also rook and 3 against rook and bishop, but this one is very different. Now the pawns are easily blockaded by white's bishop and king, and this is about to be a draw.
It is. Just don't put the bishop on a bad square. Keep it in contact with the G2 pawn, and there you see the players.
Interesting way of finishing the game.
Finishing up, and it is a draw between KOKESHI and Hikaru.